Pride Month every June. It was a time of celebration of the LGBT community, but as we just pointed out, retail chains and brands have been quieter about Pride. Talk to us about your research and how they've been scaling back.
Yeah, great to be with you, Rahel. This is absolutely a dynamic we've seen building over the last couple of years as LGBTQ issues have just become more politicized. And indeed, we did a survey of top executives at companies who are responsible for corporate reputation. These are heads of communications, heads of corporate affairs. And what they tell us is that 65% of them fear backlash from Pride this year. And so how are they responding? 39% of our respondents tell us that they are decreasing their overall engagement. 41% say no change, but interestingly, nobody said that they are actually increasing their Pride engagement this year.
Is it a coincidence that this is continuing to happen during the administration? We know Trump is cracking down on DEI initiatives. What were the reasons for the pullback, according to your research?
Yeah, so it is no coincidence. However, I would say there's two things happening here. One, we've seen companies engaging less on a whole range of societal issues, going back to the heyday after the murder of George Floyd, for example, when it felt like companies were active on a broad range of issues. So we've seen a general decline in engagement on all manner of societal issues. That's true, by the way, this year for Black History Month. We saw less engagement last year and less engagement than the year before that. Same thing with Women's History Month. However, all of these forces have really been amplified in the Trump administration, partly because of the administration's focus on DEI, and not just DEI in the federal government, but actually going after private sector DEI and trying to get companies to roll back these efforts. So when we asked our survey respondents how they felt about the stakeholders who were pressuring them, 61% of them said that one of the top sources of pressure that they were feeling was the new administration, and 39% of them said that that conservative activists and consumers were also a huge driver in their decisions to roll back Pride this year.